everybody, it's Christine. Welcome back to my channel. I'm doing my weekly wrap-up. I didn't get too much read last week, but I read Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl. It was a fairly quick read. I really didn't like Greg's attitude. Earl, I liked what he did at the end, but these aren't really nice characters for me. I think I gave it a 3. But it's about Greg. In his past, when he was a kid, he tried to get to date Rachel, or he did sort of date her, but he was bored with her. So anyways, his mother and her mother got together and decided that he needed to be friends with her because she was dying of leukemia. So yeah, it's kind of heartbreaking, and yet it's really not, how do you put it, in depth, really. It's just a lot of Greg moaning about what he has to do and what he doesn't want to do, and he doesn't want to do this, and I think I'm getting burnt out on my A, and I'm not 17, so I don't have the drama like that. So anyways, I then went on to read All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. I gave this a 5, and when I first started reading this, I thought it'd maybe be a 3 or a 4. It's about a girl named Violet and a boy named Theodore Finch, who kind of meet in a really weird way, and they kind of are, I wouldn't say thrust together, but they have to do this project where they have to explore their state for geography class. So they kind of start doing that. But also, Violet is kind of very introverted because about a year before this book happens, her and her sister get into a car accident, and her sister dies, and she's got survivor's guilt, pretty much. So this book made me cry. At the end, all I could picture was my best friend, who some of you know, I had a best friend who died when she was 19, just a couple of days after I turned 20. And this just brought everything back to me, and I just bawled like a baby. So I decided to give it a 5 just because it made me, because I also kind of have survivor's guilt, and it's not because of an accident. It's because of sort of events that led up to her death that I kind of have guilt over. So she kind of killed herself and she kind of didn't. So this kind of brought it all back. And yeah, so I gave it a 5. Then I decided I really needed something light. I think that was all. So I picked up The Kitchen Witch by Annette Blair, and it's the first in a series, but I don't know what the series is called. Hopefully it's not glaring too much. And this is about a girl who has a new neighbor. What is his name? Is it Josh? No. Logan. And he's got a son, and she's looking for a job, and he needs a babysitter really quick. So she, instead of going to a job interview, babysits his son. And he promises her a job where he works at a TV station as a TV cook, because the previous TV cook had left. And the fact that she doesn't know how to cook makes everything really funny. So on to what I'm going to be reading. I struggle with ebooks because I can't focus on the stories very well. I can't immerse myself in them like I can with a book. But the reason I had to get that one, because it's the first in the series, and my library only carries it as ebook format, and I've been wanting to read book 2, and that's My Favorite Witch by Annette Blair. And it's different people, so it's not like the first one goes into the second one, as far as I know. I could be wrong. So that's what I'll be picking up after I finish this one. And it's only a trilogy, so I don't know if the third one is available as book format or as ebook format from my library, but we'll see. And then I will pick up Crank by Ellen Hopkins because I really want to get into this. And that's it for this week, as you know, I'm sewing and doing other stuff. So let me know what you guys are reading for the week. If you've read any of these, how did you feel about them? And yeah, I hope everybody has an awesome week, and I will talk to you later. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Hello again. Just as a reminder, I'm also doing a read-along with three lovely ladies. It starts on Friday, and it's Jen from Reading with Pugs, Elisa from Paper Bits, and Alana from Alana Reads, and we are going to be reading The Book That Matters Most by Anne Hood. And if you want to join in, I will post all the links to their channels below, and see you on Friday. Bye.